Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I feel like I haven't vlogged in forever, but it's really only been a couple weeks, I think. But my family got hit with the plague over the past week. Started with Hunter. We thought maybe he had something to eat at daycare that didn't agree with him. He came back, and within an hour of being back, he just started vomiting repeatedly, and then he kind of seemed okay, just really tired. And so we were like, oh man, you know, he must have been allergic to something. And then almost a full 24 hours later, Philip started, and it wasn't just a short spurt, it was all night long, and we were exhausted. Phil and I were up with him probably a dozen times. And so almost a full 24 hours later, I started, and it was miserable. I managed to avoid going to the hospital, which is really big for me because usually when I get sick really bad. I definitely am going to be checking with a physician about that. My whole life I've just really struggled with food allergies, and when I get sick it's like really bad. Like I usually don't get a cold, it's usually bronchitis. If I get a flu, I need to go get hydrated. So once I get medical insurance established again for Phil and I, because he's out of the military now, I'm going to get that checked out. I don't know, maybe it could be a vitamin thing, maybe it's an autoimmune thing, I honestly don't know. But I got hit pretty hard. I didn't end up having to go to the hospital, but I did have some leftover anti-nausea from the last time I had to go to the hospital, anti-nausea medication. So I ended up taking a couple of those, and I couldn't even keep those down. So it's very fortunate I didn't wind up in the hospital. But now I just feel like it's been like, this is day 4 since that happened, and I just feel so completely depleted. I just am trying to like pick up around the house and get things squared away, and I love to organize and everything. You guys know that about me, but I just keep getting like waves of like nausea. So I'm going to take it piece by piece today. I do want to replace a lot of the light bulbs in the house. It's funny because they all just like burn out so randomly, but it's always the same ones. Like there are some that have never had to be replaced in the 8 years we've been here, and some that we've had to replace multiple times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of each burnt out light bulb and bring it to Lowe's, because I've tried to just wing it and I get the wrong sizes. So I'm going to just bring like a little bag of light bulbs so that if I need help, I have a reference instead of wasting the time and the energy of buying something and having it not work. One thing that I'm really excited about is we have a few, well, I guess it's not one thing. A few things that I'm excited about are the projects that we have going on here at the house. I am going to redo this whole bathroom. Our sink had a leak. So, I mean, you can just tell that kids live here because there's toothpaste everywhere, but it actually rotted out the underneath. So I have a new sink on the way, along with a new mirror. And I'm gonna do like a black circular mirror up there. I think I'm gonna do a pedestal sink, and then I'm gonna do like bamboo shelving, and I'm really super excited about that. I'm washing our shower curtain right now, and then also I'm going to paint the walls. I think I'm just going to do a really crisp white. Sorry, I'm wicked washed out. I think I'm just going to do a really crisp white because it's a tiny bathroom, so I want to just do anything I can to make it look bright and airy and larger. So those updates will come in the future. Still waiting on those items to arrive, but we'll see what I accomplish today. It may just be the light bulbs, or maybe I'll try to dive into painting. I don't know. And then another project we have is actually my cousin found a kitchen table on one of the for sale sites online, and so it's a 10-seater, and we're going to stain it. We're going to sand it down if possible. We're going to stain it and just make it look really nice. But these are the chairs that we're going to redo. The kids are sitting on them right now. So they're they kind of have like a really rustic, antique-y look, which I really like. And then we started gardening, which is nice. Here in Maine we have to wait so long to start gardening because it freezes overnight. So we started with these little guys. There's going to be some white lilies that pop up in between. We just did the bulbs. And I don't remember the names of these plants, but they're supposed to probably double in size, and they're all supposed to bloom white flowers. And then those are from last year. We're going to mulch everything. I love bleeding heart plants. That one looks a little sad, but I just love it. Like I said, I'm going to take it moment by moment because I still just don't really feel that good. But I got my face on. I'm going to take Maida to school and it'll be good. Blow drying my hair and then putting it up in one of these jaw clips and letting it cool, and it's so much better when I do take my hair down and straighten it for the day because it's cooled out of my face. Like it's settled away from my face. I always have like little flyaways that drive me bonkers, so I wear my hair up like I'd say like 90% of the time, but this definitely helps when I decide I want to wear it down. So before I go to work tonight, I'll probably just run an iron through my hair really quickly and it'll be good. But for today, while I'm managing the littles, it's good to just get it out of the way. So it's kind of like 2-in-1 hairstyle, you know, I'm prepping and getting it out of the way, and then later I'll look a little bit more put together.
Can I hang up to you right now? Next part starts.
Yes, but we still have 2 full days. Do you want Bubby to get into them?
No. So we gotta get them safe, and we're gonna put them high, right? Mommy, did you see that decoration that said happy?
I did.
When you're ow!
I'm sorry.
When I'm gonna show you where that's gonna go after we're done with my hair.
one other thing I wanted to show you guys was my refrigerator. I get so many questions on what we eat, which is really kind of funny to me because I don't know, maybe it's more of not necessarily what I eat as an individual or what Phil eats as an individual or the kids eat, but like how we like make it work because we all eat so differently. So I'm gonna show you what's in my fridge. I know, thrilling, but a lot of people ask. So I eat as close to vegan as I can. That being said, I will eat, like if crackers are made with milk, then I will have that, but I try to do everything else like plant-based. So I don't do whole milk or skim milk or anything like that. I do oat or almond milk. I don't do cheese, things like that. Phil recently has been doing the Whole30 to just kind of cleanse his body and get healthy. And the kids just eat like kids do. You know, we try to have them eat as healthy as possible, but we definitely allow room for some pleasures. So you're in luck because I went grocery shopping the other day. Excuse me, allergies still. Okay, so I've mentioned in previous videos that I like to get at least like 2 or 3 types of fruits and vegetables for each week. Hey Philip, can you not play with that right now? It's very noisy and Mommy's trying to film. Can you take it in the other room? Take it in the other room, please.
Okay.
Thank you, love. Okay. So, one of the things that I feel has been super helpful for Phil with the Whole30 is the Primal kitchen dressings, because a lot of them will say right on them, Whole30 approved. There are some that aren't, but if you just want to like have like ranch dip with some vegetable, like raw vegetables and stuff like that, it makes it a lot easier because ranch typically has buttermilk, which is obviously dairy. So we have been big on different beverages, and we don't want to drink our calories, but we definitely want to stay hydrated. Phil loves the spicy hot V8. I can't stand it. And he puts so much lemon juice in water. Like he'll drink so much water in a day and just douse it with lemon juice. And he also really likes coconut water. So while he's pretty restricted, I try to make sure he has some options with that. And then you have like our butter category. Like Phil does not really like the plant-based butters. He likes just like regular. So when he's not doing the Whole30, we just get like the traditional butter to make like macaroni and cheese and things like that. Then we always keep so many eggs in the house. This is actually less than normal. We have usually 3 tall of eggs because we can do them hard boiled. I have 3 almost every single morning. I know that sounds crazy, but I love eggs and it's a good way to start the day and feel full. Then, Hunter, don't throw a banana. Anywho. So I've been trying to put fruit in these containers because I feel like it just looks so much more appetizing and it's a lot easier to just grab than to take it off the vine or out of the pint and then wash it and then eat it. So I've been doing that. And then I think that if it looks prettier, you tend to eat it more. So the oranges have gone out of the bag and into a cute little bowl. I have like one single lonely apple. And then these will be the fruits that we eat after we've kind of worked our way through the grapes and blueberries, strawberries and kiwis. The kids love some yogurt, and I feel like the Activia, I've mentioned in previous vlogs that I just feel like it's the perfect size for kiddos. Some of the like Oikos and Chobani, they're just like a really big size for little ones. So then we have my oat milk. I usually keep 2 of these in the fridge because I make smoothies almost every day. I tend to eat like the same stuff. Like dinner, I tend to get a little more versatile, but like breakfast, I almost always have eggs. My lunch, I almost always have a smoothie and something else. And I do like fruit throughout the day. And then for dinner, I usually have like a grain and like something heavier. So then my kiddos are all underweight, especially Philip. So I got these Grow and Gain Pediasures, and we just got these yesterday. He's gonna have his second this morning, and yesterday he really loved it. So it has a lot of like different vitamins. My camera is not focusing, I apologize. But yeah, It's just great. So then we always have seltzer. Again, we want to not drink our calories, so we want healthy beverages. And what better way to do that than to have just plain water, but add a little flavor, have some seltzer. Then we have the meat drawer, which makes me gag because I don't eat meat. But we have steaks. Phil already had one last night. Then I got a bit of sweet Italian chicken sausage with kale. The kids like that one. Phil does not. And then we have just a lot of hamburger. So a bunch of hamburger to make different things. Then we have the vegetable drawer, which is always full. Look out, babe. Then we have the vegetable drawer, which is always super full. I put my potatoes in there. I know some people don't, but I just feel like it keeps them fresher for longer. So we have some radishes, tons of Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. We have some peppers, some scallions, and some carrots. Then we like run out of room, so we come over here and we have two, I don't know if these are pints, but we have two containers of tomatoes, and we have more tomatoes over here. I saw these, I thought they were so cool. They're the heirloom tomatoes. I had to try the orange one to see if they taste the same, so I'll let you know. Cauliflower, can make some buffalo cauliflower. And then last night I had some ginger tofu. I just put some peas and rice pilaf together, so that's going to be my leftovers probably for tonight. Like I said, I try to eat a little bit more of something heavy at dinner time, like a nice grain. I'm almost done. And then, hold on. And then we have soup and leftover lasagna and corn on the cob that the kids had for dinner. So that is what is in my refrigerator at this moment. And I'm gonna change Hunter and get him ready for the day because we gotta take this pumpkin to school. And there's banana on the floor. Ah! Hunter just said I love you for the first time to me. Maybe because I bought him a ball, but I don't care. Say I love you. Say I love you. I love you. I love you. Do it. I love you. He always will try to do the I love you sign or give a hug when we say I love you, but he actually said, it was so cute. I can't even imitate it. He was like, I love you. I don't even know. That wasn't it. But anyway, I got what I needed at Walmart. I got light bulbs, and then I got some like under the cabinet. I'm hiding from people because I feel awkward vlogging. I got some under the cabinet lights, kind of brighten up the bathroom area. Like I said, I'm gonna try to redo it. Got the kids each balls for the trampoline. What do you think? Philip's favorite color? Green. Anywho, so that's that. I'm gonna get on the road. So let's get on the road. Lively bunch. Okay, I think I'm gonna close out the vlog here. My stomach is like super, I don't know, maybe this is what people mean when they say they have sour stomach. Like my stomach is just like funky. I always like to think that I'm healthier than my husband and I know more about nutrition than he does, but I don't necessarily think that's the case today because he was like, why don't you just try one of those like kombucha drinks? And I was like, you know what, you're absolutely right. So I looked it up. I used to drink them pretty frequently, but then when I was pregnant and breastfeeding, I guess you're not supposed to because they have like a mild alcohol content or I don't know. Anyway, but the fermentation is supposed to be like really good for your stomach and it's supposed to regulate your digestive system. So I stopped and I got one of these, pineapple lemonade. So I'm gonna try to sip that and just kind of relax for a little bit, see if I get a second wind. My mind wants to do so much, but my body is still recovering. So they're playing the drums on their balls. So sorry. Yeah, my mind still wants to do so much, but my body's still recovering. I haven't run for a few days, obviously, and so I feel like I have energy, but then when I start moving and eating like normal, it just doesn't feel right. So I'm gonna take it slow, especially where I have to work tonight. I'm super thankful that it's my mom that I'm doing. I'm coloring her hair and cutting her hair, and then I have my client David. I'll be doing a men's cut on him, so it's really a slow night, which is good. But like I said, I'm gonna close it out here, and I would love it if you would subscribe and like this video and turn on your notifications. And if you want to see more like of my journey, like doing some home decor, like some bathroom renovation and stuff like that, let me know below, and I'll take you along for the journey. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad you did, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends.